Bill C-18, the newest Canadian government censorship link tax. This bill has passed in the House of Commons and is going for royal assent, meaning it's going to soon become legislation that will be dictating how Canadians view the internet. I recently spoke about this with the Facebook banning news links, and today, someone else has stepped into it, and that's Google themselves saying, we can't even let you search for these news links. Welcome to Canada, where the censored news is on the menu. Google Canada tweeting out on their Twitter page, unfortunately, we have made the difficult decision that when Bill C-18 takes effect, we will remove Canadian news links from search, news, and discovery products, not projects. This is big. This is huge. This means Canadians are not going to be able to sit there with the internet and be like, what happened here? What happened in Waterloo recently? A university, there was a bunch of people that got stabbed. It was an international student, and people are losing their minds because this person went into a gender studies classroom and stabbed 3 people. He's being charged with hate crimes. He wasn't even a Canadian, and it's absolutely ridiculous that it's blown out of proportion. Everyone's making a big deal out of it. This was not a Canadian. Yes, it's a horrible crime, and they need to throw the book at him, but he's not Canadian, so he's just going to get deported. Nothing's going to come from it, and it's just being used to fuel the fire of culture nowadays, which is absolutely horrendous. This, on the other hand, with the censored news, well, we're not even going to be able to search the news. Our only way Canadians are going to be able to get the news is if you subscribe to Canadian TV and watch the news at 6 o'clock. You're not going to be able to sit there and Google it up. You're not going to be able to find your news sites unless you subscribe to the news channel, to the site itself. And then obviously the next step is for all these sites to charge for you to go to their site. So you're going to have to pay out of pocket to take part in what's going on in the country, to understand what's going on. This is just another wall that's being placed in front of Canadians and users of the internet to lock us down. First, it was Bill C-11, which I don't even know what is changed with it yet, because that's supposed to make an algorithmic change. If you're Canadian enough, it's going to push your Canadian program to the top of the search index for Google and YouTube and all these other things. Now we have Bill C-18, which is going to limit the amount of news myself am going to be able to digest. I'm not going to be able to sit there and easily find news sources for stuff to cover. I'm not even going to be able to respond to anyone that's making a ridiculous claim in gaming or anything online. Where does this put us? Here, Google, the global affairs president, Ken Walker, has put up a statement on Bill C-11 or Bill C-18. God, so many bills that are restricting the freedom of the internet here in Canada. See, I talked about this in the last video with the Facebook banning the sites, that all I'm going to be able to show is rubber duckies going down the river. And that's why that was there at the beginning, because soon I'm not even going to be able to show this on screen. I fear that I won't even be able to make YouTube videos very soon. Between the link tax, the Bill C-11, not being Canadian enough, even though I'm born, raised, and lived in Edmonton all my life, it's going to be very interesting to see where this goes in the next couple years. Bill C-18 has become law and remains unworkable. The government has not given us a reason to believe that the regulatory process will be able to resolve structural issues with the legislation. As a result, we have informed the government that we have made the difficult decision that when the law takes effect, we will be removing links to Canadian news from our search, News and Discovery products and will no longer be able to operate Google News Showcase in Canada. Read our blog in their FAQ. So when this takes effect, literally, if I go to search up anything in Google, it won't give me Canadian sources. I won't be able to get Canadian sources because I'm in Canada. I might not even be able to get any source on a news story or any idea. I don't know what this means. I don't know where this goes and how it's going to affect me in the long run. Right now, all I know is it's cutting off the availability of me being able to see my own country's news outlets because of this stupid link tax. They put a tax. They put a tax there just for showing the link that it's going to cause of tax. What does this mean? If suddenly I show you my Twitter feed, is that now a news link and now they have to pay me? I don't even know where this goes because it's an unworkable mess and it's not even possible to police or do anything about it. So the big tech companies are like, well, if we're not allowed to do this, I guess you guys don't get the internet anymore. So Google, of course, goes on to toot their own horn saying, we've done these programs, we do ad revenue already, we do all these things to let journalism thrive and to be able to pay them. But now just showing a link anywhere online, they're going to be enforced to pay those companies just for showing a link. Like, I make a YouTube video. Yes, they pay me for ads to run on that. And if you guys can do me a favor and subscribe the video, it means the world to me. Hell, share this out because it's an important topic. It's something that, I've become a little bit more engaged with what's going on here, mostly because only 33% of Canadians actually voted in the current government in Standard. Right now, it's being propped up by a coalition between two parties, and what we're getting is a complete and utter failure of a system that is supposed to design to work, and obviously things are falling through the cracks. I don't know where to go from here. I live in Alberta, probably one of the more freer areas of Canada right now, from my understanding. Like, we're all under this big umbrella of Canada, but it's being very hard to sit there and be online and actually take part in anything online anymore. What am I supposed to do? I don't know. I don't know where this goes. I really don't know where this goes. Maybe I'm just making things up at this point and it's all in my head, but where are we supposed to go? Where does Canada go from here? People suggest I should just move. That's not in the cards. It's not something I just do. I don't pick up my entire family and move out of here, although there would be other benefits to it. But in all honesty, this is not a good thing for Canada. It's just another wall that's being placed up there, and people say, oh, use a VPN and just pirate links. That's next on the docket with Bill C-26. Anyway, I'm your proud Canadian Phoenix Cinder Shadow, signing off here. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and thank you for sticking to the end of the video.